Hello and welcome to our mini class this week. Our theme is letting go. And we're going to spend the first part of the class doing some just shaking and movement, just really letting go of tension in the body. And then we'll do some breath work lying down. And if you want a little more movement for a mini class, what I would invite you to do is to tune into the gentle class from this week. The first about a half hour is lying down, gentle stretches for the hips and the legs. So you might enjoy that, and then you can just go into your own Shavasana from there, or you can follow this class. It's gonna be a little different from the other classes. Usually I try to keep it really similar, but we're gonna do a little shaking and moving today, so it will be a bit different from what you're used to. So the idea of letting go is when we kind of get stuck in these habits of thinking and patterns of negative thinking or stressful thinking or tension in the body. It may not be thoughts in the mind, but the way that we're holding our bodies or feeling tension, or I'll often feel a lot of anxiety in my body that isn't necessarily attached to thoughts in my mind. It's just this sort of restless or blocked feeling in my body. So any of that stuff, we can work it out through movement. So the two things I find really helpful are moving my body. So if I get stuck in that place, just getting up, moving, going for a walk, doing some yoga, doing some dancing or shaking, and then breath work. So working with breath that really focuses on the exhalation, softening and letting go. So I'll introduce you to some of that today. And like I said, if you want more of a movement practice for your mini practice, try doing the first half of the gentle class from this week. So we're going to start standing. And I'm going to invite you to just start with a little movement, shaking the arms, the hands, the wrists, and get the shoulders involved. And maybe shift your weight one foot to the other. Start to add a little more. You can lift one foot and shake it. You can run on the spot. You can shake it up. Send your hips into movement. Just whatever feels good for your body. Shake, dance, move. Shake it up. Whatever is sort of held in your body, held in your mind, just imagine shaking it off. You can use your breath. Just let it go. Shake it out. Blow it away, breathe it out. Keep going. Shake, 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 shake. Whatever movement feels good to you. Make any noise you want. Try not to scare your neighbors or roommates or family members. Just let it go. Whatever sounds come out. Shake, 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 shake. Just doing it for a minute may not be enough, so give it a little longer. You feel silly, perfect, great. Get out of your sort of head and into your body and just move in whatever way feels good. Don't worry about how it looks. I'm not worried about how I'm looking. I'm just moving, shaking, just letting go. And then try a few breaths with lift the arms, exhale, arms fall down. One more. Lovely. And then start to come to stillness. And you're all watching this on replay because there's no one live on this class. So if you still feel like you've got some tension and some energy, you can just hit pause and do a little more of that shaking, dancing, crazy movement. And then when you're ready, we're going to come and settle in mountain pose. Take a few deep breaths and really focus on the exhale. You can open your mouth and make some sound on the exhale to help release tension. Any sound. Try bringing your shoulders in. Lift up and let go. Try not to hyperventilate, so you're not trying to breathe really fast or too much. You might feel a little lightheaded if that's the case. Just normal breathing for a moment. And then letting that go. Coming back to normal breath. Take a moment, you can close your eyes if you like, tune in, notice what you feel in your body, maybe notice how you felt before you did this shaking and moving and breathing and how you feel right now. And then we'll do a little bit of movement here, and then we'll take it to the floor and do a little bit of breath work lying down. So breathing in, reaching up. And exhale, releasing. You can continue to make sound on your exhale if you like. Letting the movements come into more of an ease and a flow now. Regulating the movement. Maybe coordinating with the breath. Or you can just breathe and move freely. You can add a forward bend if you like, letting the body release as you come forward. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, forward. Do a few more like that at your own pace. So coming into the forward bend and lifting back up, maybe one or two more. And then when you feel ready, if it feels right for you, you can go ahead and stay in the forward bend for a few breaths. So staying in the forward bend, you can have your hands or your forearms resting on your legs. Some people like to cross the arms and let the body dangle, or let the arms also dangle. Try to really release the neck. And a few nice releasing exhales. And then we're going to come right down, so you can place your hands down, bring your knees in under you. A little cat-cow, or moving from all fours to child's pose. Inhale softly. Exhale. Letting go. Inhale, arching. Exhale, you can either just round and stay on all fours or come to child's pose. If coordinating the breath with the movement is uncomfortable or doesn't feel like quite the right pace for you, just breathe normally. And if you like child's pose, once you get there next time, you can go ahead and stay in child's pose. You can either rest your head on your hands or on the ground. You can have your knees together or bring your knees apart. Or you can be in a modified puppy where the hips are a little higher, and that's a really great option if you feel tension in your knees or tension in your ankles, or if your feet tend to want to cramp up here, just keep the hips a little higher. A few more breaths in child's pose. And then from child's pose, you can come back up to all fours, just to swing the legs around. And come to lie down on your back. You can keep the knees bent. Let your hands come to rest on your body. And we'll work a little bit more with the breath. So tuning into the breath, taking a breath in. And exhale, press into your feet. Feel your lower back move into the earth. Inhale, let your back arch. So you can exaggerate that sort of a cat-cow movement here. Arching, letting the belly expand with the inhale, and then exhale, press into the feet. Drop the lower back into the earth. Exhale. You can exhale through the nose or through the mouth, with or without sound. And then start to make that movement a little more subtle. Make the sound and the breath a little more subtle. It's just a hint of the movement, normal breath now. And then without doing anything deliberate to move your body, just let the breath move your body as it does naturally. The exhale is the phase of the breath that helps to release, to let go. I'm going to take the arms to the sides and we'll work with a gentle twist, and we're going to do it, the breath here, a little bit differently than how we normally do. And the basic instruction is only moving when you're exhaling. So you'll inhale here in the center, and then you'll exhale, let the knees go to the side. You'll inhale here, and exhale back to center. Inhale in the center, exhale to twist the other way. Inhale while you hold that position, and exhale back to center. If it feels like too much to stay in that twist for a breath, try moving just one leg into the twist. So it's sort of a half of a twist. And then you'll do the same breath pattern. So you're only moving on the exhale. You'll inhale in the center, one or both legs moving to the side. You'll stay there as you inhale. And then exhale back to center. Continue at your own pace. And as always, I cannot stress enough that if coordinating the breath with movement doesn't feel comfortable to you, if it feels uncomfortably forced or unnatural or just doesn't fit timing-wise, absolutely drop the coordination, do the movement, breathe normally, and allow your body to interpret and find its own way with the breath. Straining with the breath is absolutely counterproductive. So a few more at your own pace. Finding the pace that's comfortable for you. The beautiful thing about practicing at home with video is there's only me to watch. When you're in a class with lots of other people, even though I invite people to move at their own pace, what happens is most people tend to kind of want to move at the pace of everyone else around them. And there's something really beautiful about that in community, but there's also something really wonderful about being able to tune into yourself without the influence of others around you. So eventually come back to the center. I'm going to bring both knees up into the chest. And you can move the knees forward and back. Again, coordinating the breath if that's a comfortable option for you. Exhaling as you bring the knees in. Inhaling as you move the knees away. Right. And then take the arms and legs, stretch them up. And again, go back to that shaking, shake. You know, for you, it might just be the ankles and wrists want to move, or it could be your arms and legs. Could move your head a little here as well. So find the movement here that feels good, like you're shaking off your tension. Just letting it go. Exhale and release. And then eventually, bring your feet back to the floor. You can keep your knees bent if you like. You might also want to stretch the legs out now and relax the arms on the floor. And just spend a moment to really feel that energy moving in your body. So we've mobilized lots of energy, stuff that may be stuck in your body, your heart, your mind. Maybe you got a little movement. Just focus on your exhale here. Feel yourself drop down. You might feel some tingling or energy or circulation in your body. Be aware of that. You can take a few more breaths here. And if your body's feeling good to stay here in Shavasana and you want to spend a little more time, I invite you to simply stay here. And whenever you feel ready, you'll just roll over onto your side to come upright. You might sit for a moment just to notice and feel your body. And you don't have to do this now, but if you are ready and you want to, you can roll over to your side and come upright. But again, if you want to stay a little longer and enjoy the feeling of relaxing after a little shaking and movement and moving the energy in the body, and feel free, feel absolutely welcome to just rest, to stay here, and to continue to work with your breath, with the exhale, to let go more and more deeply. So that is our mini class for today. Again, if you want to stay where you are and to enjoy a little more relaxation, please do. And if you've enjoyed the class and you feel like that's enough for you, then thank you for being here. And again, if you want to do a little more movement, a little stretching for the legs and the hips, you can try the first half of the gentle class from this week. Have a great day. Namaste.